Hello, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Resurwreck Autos HQ. So today guys, we are going to get the Vauxhall Corsa limited edition over to the body shop on the trailer. I'm going to load it up, take it over there, and then I'm going to pick up the Citroen Berlingo from the paint shop and then bring it back. And we're going to be working on that Citroen Berlingo today because, you know, we're more or less done with this. I can't do any more now. Let's get it over to the body shop. Once he's done, then over to the paint shop, and then it will come back and it should be all done and finished, and then we can then carry on with this one. I have got the paint for this one, turned up yesterday evening, so that's going to go with the car, you know, after the body shop. And yeah, it should be all good when it comes back. So let me load up, come back, bring the van in, and I'll show you the results on that one. So yeah, bear with me guys, and I'll see you in a bit. Right, okay guys, I am back from the paint shop, picking up the Citroen Berlingo with the trailer. That took a couple of hours just to sort of transfer the Corsa to the body shop, then over to the paint shop, then get this van, then load up, then come back. So yeah, it took a couple of hours to sort all that out, but I'm back now. And yeah, absolutely a beautiful job. They've absolutely smashed it out of the park again. They've gone over both wings, done the whole bonnet, and then gone right across over the wings. You can remember the damage that was over here. So that is now disappeared and gone because they've gone around both sides, and it looks really, really good. Much better than what it was anyway. Do you know what I mean? I know it's a van, it's a workhorse, it's a, you know, it gets battered around, but I still wanted it to look really, really good. It's still got to be put back together right. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, there we go. You know, we've got a few little tweaks to do with gaps and stuff. Like, it ain't that bad. The bonnet's sitting quite nicely with the gap both sides. A little bit more adjustment with the front end, the bonnet, headlight. I think I've got to make sure that's done up both sides. Just check to make sure that we can continue. But, you know, obviously, you know, cleaning wise, it's all dirty because that's what they do at the paint shop. They just, yeah, get it a bit dirty everywhere. But it is what it is. I've come to, you know, accept it and clean the vehicles when they come back to me. The van needs a good clean anyway. It's not had a clean since I've had it. So we've got to do that. But he has mentioned, the paint guy, he has mentioned that I've got a leak coming from somewhere under the van because it was parked out the front of his unit. And when he moved it, he noticed there was a puddle of oil or some sort of water residue coming from the underneath the van. So I've got a funny feeling I know what it is, because this happens time and time again. I reckon it's the tank. Yep, that's what it is. That is exactly where it's coming from. So we've got to find out what is going on up there, and we might have to replace that additive tank if it's damaged. We've got to have a look at it. But yeah, that's where it's coming from, guys. I had a funny feeling it was, because he did say to me, he went, it's not coming from the front. He said, it's strange, it seems like it was coming from the middle. So as soon as he said that, I thought, it's got to be that tank. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the van here, and we're going to jack it up on axle stands. Right now, that's the first thing I want to do, is check to see what is going on underneath there with that tank. So let's jack it up, put it on axle stands, get a bit of height here, because if I put it on the ramp actually is in the way of doing this, so I can't use that. If I had a four-post ramp where you put each side and it goes underneath, then it will miss it. But I haven't got that. Yeah, I haven't got that in a minute. So let's do it here. So I'll jack it up. I'll have a look, find out what's going on, yeah, let's do this. Right, first problem, guys. Let me show you what I found. So, that's it. Let me just show you, put a bit of light on the situation. So this is the PAF tank, additive tank that squirts some fluid into the DPF every now and then to get it cleaned. Now, just there, you can see it's leaking. So I thought there was a bag in there. It holds it in a bag, but I don't know. So this is what we need to take off. You can see that it's leaking just here in the corner. Whether or not we're going to be able to repair that with a little bit of hot welding, staple stuff, and, you know, build up the plastic and really sort of, you know, fix it up, I don't know at the minute. I'm going to try, because, yeah, these ain't cheap, these tanks, and the additive is just as expensive. But whatever happens, this tank's got to come down, and then we'll have a look at it on the bench, and then we'll just see if it's repairable or not. If it ain't, we're going to get another one. But let's just see how it goes. They're a bit of a pig to get off, these tanks. You've got like 2 clips on the top. You have to sort of flick them out, and it's a right old pain. So let's get on and get this one out. We'll get it on the bench. We'll have a look at it, and we'll just see if we can get a repair job on this or not. Doesn't matter if we can't. We just have to just sort of, you know, get it, get another one. So yeah, it's not the end of the world. So let's get it off anyway. We'll have a look on the bench. We'll go from there. Let's do this. Right, well, there we go. That is the additive tank off from underneath the actual van. And obviously under inspection and looking to see where the leak's coming from, you can see that there's obviously, it's there, it's dripping from here, and it's dripping from this corner here. So let me see if I can show you. The thing is, it's still got some fluid left in it. Hear it? So it's not completely draining it out, but it's like dripping very, very slowly. So I'm gonna have a little go at using this hot stapler to see if I can get the plastic to to seal up, basically. Add a little bit of plastic to it if I need it by using like cable ties, and you just sort of, you know, heat it in there and then add the plastic to it. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little go at playing. If, you know, it's worth a try. If we can't repair it and fix it, then I'm gonna replace it, but it's worth a go. I always try and like to see if I can repair things rather than replacing it all the time. I am going to remove the fluid from the tank completely, and I'm going to change it. I've ordered 2 new bottles. They're on their way. The ones that I used before, which are down there, they were sitting around for about 6 months, 7 months. So I don't really trust that they're any good. I'd like to use some new stuff. So I've ordered that. It's on its way. When it gets here, I'll show you what it is. I'll show you me filling it up with the new stuff. But let's try and get this repaired first, and then we'll go from there. So, yeah, let's do this. Right, let's have a look. So, where's my torch? Let me show you. It don't look that bad actually, does it? So yeah, so I just hot welded it with a bit of like a cable tie, and just built up obviously the plastic, smoothed it all out, made sure it was all you know, even and stuff like that. But like, even if there's still some fluid left in this, and even if you tip it upside down, I'm getting nothing. Completely dry. So you know what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go ahead and fill it up and just put it all back together and just hope for the best. I really want to leave it for half an hour, let's just say like that, upside down in a corner like this, and leave it for half an hour and see if it drips. If it comes out, we're going to replace it. If it don't come out, then I think it's holding and sealed, and we can replace it with some new stuff, which is over here, just turned up. So I've got two new bottles for the additive. We'll fill up the tank, put it back on, put it all back together, and see if that's going to solve it. I think it's going to, but you know, you never know. If it comes to it, we'll have to order another one. But I think even you can't go to Citroen or Peugeot and get these tanks off of the main dealer. These are on back order, and they can't tell you when they're going to come in to be sold. So yeah, the only way to do it is to get a second-hand one, or get a patterned one, which I think are about £200, 180 quid, something like that, the patterned ones. New from main dealer, I think they're like 450, but they just can't tell you when they're coming in, which is no good. So let's see if this works, and I'll leave it for half an hour. I'll come back, guys, and I'll let you know the results. So yeah, bear with me for now, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay, guys, it's been half an hour now, and as you can see, I've just put it at an angle like that, upright, just to see if it leaked at all. So now I can take that away. Completely dry. So that has definitely worked. That is completely dry. There's nothing in there. Wow. Okay. So it's looking good. It is looking good. It looks like it's holding. So, and it is just plastic, really. At the end of the day, you can once you heat up plastic, you can manipulate it and sort of, yeah, seal it up. So that is good, guys. That is good news. Right. So now, what we can do is we can fill it up with these 2 bottles. So how you do that is this connector here. So basically, you disconnect it with one hand like that. Push the 2 tabs together on the end, and you push them together, and it releases it from that. You pull it away, and this is where you fill it up. So you fill it up from this point here, and then when it starts coming out of here, it's filled up. So that is what we're going to do now. I'll set you up on a tripod. We'll get that done, fill it up, and then go ahead and stick it underneath the van, and then put it all back together. And then that should be that done. That repair is sorted. I wasn't expecting to do this. I've got to be honest, I didn't know about this until the actual painter mentioned it to me, that he saw a leak coming from the middle of the van. So, yeah, it's a good job that he did mention it to me, I've got to be honest. So that's good. We can get it done. And we have repaired it. Now let's fill it. So I'll set you up. Let's do this. Right, well, guys, I think that is done. I'm still going to keep an eye on it. I'm still going to check it. You know, we've still got to make sure that it's not going to be any problems going down the road, stuff like that. And if it is, we're going to change it for a new one or parted one, not for a main dealer one, but like a patterned one. But for now, I think we've solved it. So we can now turn our attention to the front end. I was waiting for this trim. Do you remember last video where I thought this come with the new bumper, and it didn't. So this is the actual part that I've ordered, and it's turned up now, so we can continue putting the front end back on and getting that sorted as well now. So yeah, let's take the van back over on the ramp and start working on this front end and getting it all finished off and buttoned up. So let's continue. Let's do this. Right, okay, so guys, making some great progress at the minute. So, right, where do we start? Right, before I forget, I need to remind everyone, because I nearly forgot, we've still got to replace the air conditioning compressor at the bottom. I haven't replaced it yet because I wanted to get the old one on so I can get the belt on so I can get it to the paint shop. I didn't want him to start it, move it about and stuff like that with that off. So I've put it back on, the old one, just for the moment. So we've still got to get that sorted out. So if everyone, you know, I was expecting people to sort of message me, well, what about the air compressor? But that's the reason why. So yeah, that's that. What else? So the whole front end is back on, but we have a little bit of an issue when it comes to the colour from this one to this one. Obviously, this is fresh paint, and this is the original trim that I put on from the other bumper. So, yeah, and it's a very, you know, it's a shade out. You can see it there. It's a shade out. So what I'm going to do is I need to flatten, buff it off and polish it to see if it'll bring it back up. Like, it, you know, sometimes it does it, sometimes it don't. That bonnet is not completely flat down. It's I've just left it like that because I just wanted to show you the difference between the two shades in the bumper and that trim. So, yeah, but it's going back together really, really well. It just needs a few bits and pieces at the minute. Definitely need to clean this van. I don't want to start messing around with trying to sort of flatten, polish and buffing it out with a dirty van. So I think the next thing we need to do is get it outside, give it a clean, bring it back in and have a go at polishing that out if we can. If I've got time, let me just see how it goes. So yeah, let's get it outside, give it a clean. Right, okay, so guys, nice and clean. A few little bits and pieces I still want to go over, like the wheels are a bit dirty and stuff like that, but you know, we can do that tomorrow. But the main thing I wanted to get done was give it a clean, ready, so we can hit that front end with the polisher. There's still a couple of bits on it, but that will come out. But at least it's clean, ready now to do that. This van is booked for an MOT tomorrow at 2 o'clock. So I really want to get everything done tomorrow morning and everything sorted on this van completely so that when it's due for an MOT, we'll go take it for an MOT and then it's finished, completely done. I've got to go and get the AC compressor for the front end still. So we'll do that. I should be able to get it tomorrow morning and we'll do it in tomorrow's video. But for today, I've run out of time. It's just, yeah, I've run out of time again. Got to clean the inside as well. So we've got a load of bits and pieces to still do on this van tomorrow, as well as the MOT. Like I said, keep repeating myself. But yeah, it's just just didn't have time to do everything today. So, yeah, guys, that is it for today's video and the end of, you know, the day for me. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next one. Take care. See you soon.